And speaking of a guy who will influence that greatly, he just got his medical hardship waiver. Nate Austin is back in studio. Congratulations on getting the medical redshirt, Nate.
Thank you.
What are you up to right now? Now that you have this medical redshirt and things are official.
Well, I'm in school right now. I got finals week this week.
Ooh.
So studying hard, working hard in there. Working hard in the gym, working hard in the weight room, and just trying to get better and get stronger.
Well, are you going to graduate after this last semester, or you haven't?
No, I have one more class for my major in the fall, and they'll get a minor as well.
Okay. Nice.
What's your major and what's your minor?
Studying advertising with a minor in business.
Awesome.
Nice.
So we just assumed that all of a sudden you're magically healthy after, the season, but how is your health?
It's not magically healthy, but I am healthy. I do feel good. I was back playing with the guys. Back, my hamstring feels good. My back feels good. I feel really good. I feel really healthy.
Are these things that could linger in the next season that you have to be cautious about?
There are things I think I have to manage. From now until the end of next season. But I think there are things if I do manage it, there are things that won't be a big issue.
So how are you managing them? I know I had some hamstring issues when I played ball, and I had to take a lot of yoga classes, a lot of stretch classes. Are you guys doing anything like that with the training staff?
We are doing a team yoga class every week.
Okay.
I'm doing. Obviously, I tore my hamstring stretching, so I am doing stretches, but I'm still a little hesitant with certain ones.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm staying on the stretches. I'm trying to strengthen the muscles around the hamstring as well as strengthening the hamstring.
A lot of core work.
A lot of core, right? A lot of core, a lot of glute work. Kind of take the pressure off the.
That's always good for athletes, though, right? Because core is one of the worst workouts to do because it just sucks. It's hard, but then you're kind of forced to do it, and it works out for the ladies, man. You get your 8-pack, you get your 6-pack going.
You get those beach body muscles.
That's right.
Then you go to 7 Peaks and you're good to go, man. Nate Austin is on BYU Sports Nation, fresh off of receiving the news, announced at least yesterday that he received a medical redshirt, so he is going to play this season for BYU. He's been with the Cougars for 14 seasons now. Nate.
Me, Craig, and Skylar Halford. Right?
Forever, man. Skylar only played 2. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Craig played 3. But
did you ever get nervous that you wouldn't get it?
No, I think me and the coaches expected all along that I would get it, just because of the certain criteria that that the conference, or I guess that the NCAA has for red shirts, and so I met all the criteria, so I wasn't really nervous. It just the process took a lot longer than any of us expected. It just kind of went on and on, and I wasn't nervous, but it's nice to have. Basically they were having. The conference had my future, basically, over my head forever. I'm just waiting for waiting to hear, but it's nice to have it, done with and moving on.
Yeah. So take us through that process. What do you have to do? Paperwork. Who do you have to lean on in order to get that going? And then how does the final decision work out?
So I worked a lot through Chad Gwilliam of the compliance office. He kind of helped me, know exactly what paperwork I need to, do. He also worked a lot with Rob Ramos, our trainer, and then several team doctors, and as well as an outside doctor that I saw as well. And so with their paperwork, we just had to make sure all the dates matched up, all the make sure all the doctors' notes were accurate and everything, and because basically bring all the things that they had and kind of compile it into one.
Make sure you're not lying, right?
Exactly, and make sure all the because the doctor had written notes up prior to the prior to the submission process, and so we had to compile it all, make sure we had it all, and then we submitted it to the conference April 10th, and then with this conference is different than most conferences. Most conferences just kind of submit it to the conference compliance office, and then they look over it, and then it looks good. This conference, every team has to okay. Every team's compliance office has to okay it. And so,
really?
So
Pacific has to be yes. We care about Nate Austin's medical red shirt.
Yeah. So every team has to go over every red shirt. Every medical red shirt. Waiver or whatever, and it has to okay. And so it's a pretty lengthy process.
If they say no?
If they say no, then it goes like a little higher up. I guess compliance office in the conference, and then if they say no, then it goes to the NCAA.
What in the world? Yeah.
Wow.
That's odd. We've been talking a lot about the biggest difference in BYU hoops front court this season. That's our Twitter question today. With you, Kyle Davis, Jamal Yates. Hopefully he's healthy this fall as well. Braden Shaw, Jacob Hartsock, Corbin Kaufusi. We think this is an improved group because there's more experience. Last year, talent there, but Ryan Andrus, Luke Worthington, Corbin, the freshmen or sophomores being thrown in, hey, at Gonzaga, go ahead and take down Karnowski and Sabonis, which happened and was amazing. What kind of difference do you think this year with this experience and talent there will be in the front court?
Yeah, I think our front court is going to be really good. I think Cougar fans are going to love Kyle Davis. He's a very simple post game, but it's very effective. He'll give guys one or two shoulder bumps, then a quick hook. It's very simple, but it's very effective. Corbin's really improved. I mean, obviously Corbin improved a ton from last year, and I think he's improved even more for this summer. It's amazing just the strides he's making and just the work he's putting in. Jamal's getting healthy, and Jamal, obviously before, Jamal hasn't played for about a year, but before that he was playing great. He's a good shooter. He could handle the ball. He's kind of like a bigger, stronger Keena Young type player. A bigger, stronger Keena Young. Yeah, wow. Keena also had great footwork and great moves, and Jamal can really can polish up on those things. But he's the same type of player. Kind of stretch the floor a little bit. He can good in the post, great rebounder. I'm not sure about I'm sure Jacob, just like Noah. That baseline jump, baby. That baseline jumper, exactly. Braden Shaw, I played him a little bit before his mission, but obviously he'll be a great addition to us. But I think overall, our experience is key, and I think all of us add something a little bit different to the team. Corbin's is big and athletic. I bring a lot of experience. I've started a few games, but I know how the you got leadership. I got leadership. I know how Coach Rose wants our team to play and things like that. Kyle Davis adds. I think it sets up toughness to the team.
Stretch four, shoot threes, right?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
No. Kyle can definitely knock down a 15-footer. He can knock down a 3-pointer.
Would you call him a stretch four?
Yeah, he's a stretch four.
Okay.
He's a stretch four with a great inside game.
Nate, thanks for coming on the show. I'm just kidding. High five. We're not done yet. I'm just kidding. Okay, last year, I think that Kyle Collinsworth stepped up his rebounding game partially because you weren't there. And he got a bunch of triple-doubles, and it was awesome. Do you think he gets a triple-double next year with the front court that BYU has? I don't think he's going to get as many rebounds. He needs to. I'm
not going to doubt Kyle. Kyle's a heck of a player, and he does so much for the team on the on and off the court. He's a great leader off the court. He's a great leader on the court, and he does so many little things that that Cougar fans don't see. He's just a great player. So I'm not gonna doubt against Kyle. I bet you Kyle gets at least one.
Yeah, I think one's in there, but to have like 5 or 6. It's going to be tough.
I don't think so. I mean, Corbin's a good rebounder. Kyle's a good rebounder. I can rebound. Jamal can rebound. I think Zach Sellius, he's a 6'8" guard who can go in and get rebounds, and I think Nick likes to go get boards. Jake can get boards. I think the group of guys we have like to go in and rebound. So I think it'll be a little tougher for Kyle to go and get him.
And I think that will actually be nice for the team, and it will benefit the team because I think Kyle can use his energy in other spots as opposed to crashing. Because a lot of times he was the 4 defensively, right? Even if he was at the top of the key,
right? No, I'm sure Kyle will still get a lot of boards just because he's. The matchup issues he causes with the other teams is it's awesome for us, but matching up with a point guard, it's a little easier for him to get get a rebound or two. So I'm sure Kyle will still get a triple double or two, but 5 or 6 is probably a little tougher.
Let's finish with this. In one sentence, describe your reaction to Matthew Dellavedova's success in the NBA Finals at the beginning of the finals.
I'm happy for it.
What?
After playing against him for 2 or 3 years, I learned to respect him, and he's a great player. It's good to see someone from our conference who worked hard in the conference go and perform on the big stage. So
respect.
Look at you taking the high road, man. That's really nice. I was watching and going, man, come on.
I was actually cheering for the Cavs. I went into the finals cheering for the Warriors, and then all the LeBron hate and everything. It's like, man, I'm cheering for LeBron, man. I want him to get.
I think everyone is cheering for LeBron to some degree, right?
Yeah. So. I'm from the Bay, so
Warriors. From the Bay, Warriors all the way.
So a bandwagon Warrior fan here.
I'm not. I wouldn't really say I'm a bandwagon fan because I'm a true Lakers fan. But
he's been pulling the handcart for a while.
When you gotta pick somebody, and it makes sense to do it from somebody that's from your hometown.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Just makes sense.
Nate, congrats.
Thank you.
And Kyle Davis is not a stretch 4.